How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today we are back with another video, this time with a review of Bash in Berlin. I know, I know, I'm way too late for it, but Labor Day weekend, I had a short week on university, so that meant homework piled up, and I had to do that first. But now we're here to review what I thought was a pretty good show. And some storylines advanced. I mean, there were some things that I was legit surprised with. And then I'll give you my thoughts on some things that happened on Raw and SmackDown last week. So without further ado, if you like this type of content and me continuing to predict and review the pay-per-views, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's go. I was pretty surprised that this match actually opened the show because I thought it was going to be like the semi main event, but this match actually opened the show. It was Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against the prize fighter, Kevin Owens. I mean, you know, on the road to Bash to Berlin, the storyline was that KO knew that Cody was injured, that Cody was not 100%, and Cody trying to prove that he was 100%. And as you can see, they did this code of honor at the beginning of the match. Because it's babyface versus babyface, shaking hands before the match begins. And man, this match was actually pretty good. This was a great way to start the show. As I said, the story was the supposed knee injury that Cody has on the build-up to this match, and near the end of the match, that knee injury angle came into effect because if you see, when Cody went for the super Cody cutter from the turnbuckle, his knee gave out, and we had this conflict with KO had this conflict on whether or not he was gonna attack the knee. He didn't do it, but then the ref checked on Cody. And I'm just gonna talk about the finish of this match because this is how the match was built up to. I have no complaints about the match, so let's go straight to the finish. Cody, his knee gave out. He gets out of the ring. The Jessica Carter ref checks on him, and KO goes out of the ring as well, and he starts hitting KO, telling him he's fine, and then KO finally hit him on the knee, gave him a stomp to the knee with the crowd completely booing. And also we had KO giving Cody two Stone Cold Stunners. And Cody kicking out of both of them. Now, I would say the only thing that I didn't like was that Cody won with the crossroads. If you have a knee injury, win with a roll up. Like, get out. Make this match feel that Cody lost that. But they didn't. That is my only complaint about the match. But and then after they shook hands, they hugged, and the camera pan on Kevin Owens, and you saw his face. So I think after 5 long years, the Kevin Owens heel turn may be coming. And I think that's what we need to. And also, I'm gonna, since this has everything to do with it, as we know, this Friday on SmackDown, we're gonna have the steel cage match between Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. And I think I've been telling my girlfriend for weeks now, ever since SummerSlam, that the match that they're building to indirectly, maybe Cody and Roman versus Tamatonga and Tonga Loa for the tag team titles. I think that may be the match for Bad Blood. I don't think Cody's defending the title on Bad Blood because I think it's going to be a tag team title match. I apologize, people were putting music out loud on the street, so I had to pause the recording. But as I was saying, that is my only complaint, the way Cody won the match, but um, everything else was pretty good. And I think Cody retains on Friday on SmackDown. And that's about it for this feud, I guess. I apologize again. Some Puerto Ricans are dumb. I apologize about that. They think that loud music means party, which is not. But again, I am Puerto Rican, so I know what the hell I'm talking about. So now we continue with that WWE Women's Tag Team Title match, which is the only result I failed to get correctly in the predictions. Isla Dawn and and Alba Fire against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Obviously, as you can see, we got new Women's Tag Team champions. I think this is the best match that Jade has had since she's come in, and I think that's pretty good. And I think I I heard something, and I think that may be correct. I think Jade's not ready for a singles match. They feel like so they are keeping her and Bianca together, and maybe on the Rumble you do the breakup. I thought they were gonna start doing it now, but obviously they didn't. I also love the spot where Jade got Bianca out of the way by by uh, by pulling her her long hair, and I thought it was very good stuff because then Alba landed on Isla's knees, and I thought it was pretty good spot. Also, the amount of offense that Alba and Isla got on Bianca, I was like, damn. I was pretty surprised by the amount of offense they got. But Jay came in like a house of fire, and she came in like a house of fire, and she did not make one mistake because guess what? She had two veterans on the heel tag team that knew what the hell they were doing and knew where to be at the exact moment. So you have three people that help a rookie that knew what the hell they were doing. So that's perfect. Really good match, and that's what I have to say. I'm not a former wrestler. I'm just a fan. I'm not gonna do a deep examination. I'm just gonna talk about things that I like and didn't like. But I think this match was what it needed to be. That's all I'm trying to say. We got new champions. Damn it, I failed that prediction, but hey, I'm happy for Jade and Bianca. And obviously, I had to take this picture for the mixed tag team match because Rhea's face is so perfect here. So we got the Tether Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio and the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan. This match was literally beating the hell out of Dominic Mysterio, and just, I mean, this wasn't I thought they were gonna make this a little bit of a fair fight, a little bit more 50-50, but this was like 70 Damian and Rhea and 30 Dominic and Liv. So this was a glorified squash match. Like as you can see, Rhea was trying to, uh, Damian Priest was trying to beat the absolute hell out of Dominic Mysterio. Then Liv trying to whistle her way out of the ring. Sometimes Dominic giving Damian a guillotine on the ropes. Obviously, they teased us with they teased us with Rhea giving Dominic the riptide, but Liv got in the way. The Judgment Day got involved, trying to steal the win, but it was all to no avail because this finish also surprised me. Riptide to Liv Morgan, Rhea pins Liv 1, 2, 3. I had Rhea pinning Dominic, but I understand that maybe that it's not the time yet to give Dominic his comeuppance. You still need to have the heat on him, so people want it more when it happens. You want that big pop, so I completely understand that. No complaints here. The Terror Twins win, and I think where does Rhea go from here? Because is she gonna challenge for the title again? Because I think Rhea's not winning the title until Mania. So what do you do with Rhea between now and the Rumble? Because I think Rhea's winning the Rumble as number one again. So all we need to do is to wait and see. The semi-main event was the strap match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This match was vicious, violent. How Drew beat the hell out of Punk before the bell even rang, gave it gave it more of a personal feel into it. And obviously, I love the old spot where the heel has the babyface on its shoulders and starts touching the turnbuckles, and without him noticing, the babyface touches them also. Classic professional wrestling here, ladies and gentlemen. I I really really loved it. So, and in this type of match, we got some vital liquid on Punk's forehead, which this type of match required that. That was great. Punk tried to get a table, and Drew, what a heel, took the table under the ring to the crowd's disappointment. Then when Punk finally got it out, he was the one that went through it, and Punk trying to fight from underneath, and whenever he tried to do something, he would get cut off. And the finish came in when Drew put his tried to put the bracelet on his wrist and started touching the turnbuckle with it, and then Punk cut him off. GTS, another GTS. I counted like 5 GTSs before Punk touched the 4 turnbuckles and retrieved his bracelet. And as you can see, last Monday on Raw, Labor Day episode of Monday Night Raw, Drew beat the hell out of Punk, making him throw up vital liquid, destroying the bracelet and making him eat it. I'm like, man, if you were gonna do that, at least don't make the win so decisive. Because Drew won in controversial fashion on SummerSlam, but Punk won so decisively that makes Drew look like a moron. I don't know, that's just me. And I hope this leads to Hell in a Cell because that will be the only explanation of why you made Drew look like an idiot. And now we get to the main event. Contra la Ringera versus the Legend Killer Randy Orton. I must admit, I fell asleep during the entrances and I had to go back and watch this match. That is practically the main reason, besides my homework, that this review got delayed. I fell asleep at the beginning of this match. And it was because that same day I had woken up at 5 a.m. and I was so tired that my body gave up. I apologize, this match was great, it was not boring. I love how Gunther, who's always been a heel, he practically had to get into the babyface role here, and Randy, who's a babyface, has to practically turn heel on the spot and started working Gunther on the right arm, and Gunther trying to find a way of how to attack Randy without using his right arm. This was amazing, and the finish came in when I mean, let me go back. This was great because nearing the end, when Randy hit the RKO on Gunther, Gunther kicked out, and you know how the RKO has been protected for years. It's been protected for years, so you know when someone kicks out, it's a big deal. It felt like it. Michael Cole sold it like it. No complaints here. Gunther wins with the show, with with the slipper hold, with the scissors on the waist. Gunther retains the title, and obviously we saw last Monday night on Raw, Sami Zayn laying out the challenge for Bad Blood. Sami Zayn versus Gunther, it may happen at Bad Blood for the World Heavyweight title. So now practically we have like what, three matches going on for Bad Blood, because we know that Drew and Punk are gonna be there. It's gonna be one of the matches. We know that Gunther and Sam is gonna be one of the matches, and I think this one is a prediction of mine. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa versus Roman and Cody for the tag team titles. And I mean, that's it for this review. I hope that if you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As I always say, bury hatches with your family, share these beautiful memories, because life is too short, but memories last a lifetime. On Wednesday, I will be talking about something that happened at AEW. For the first time in this channel, I'll be talking about something about AEW. And that finished to the main event at All Out, which I need to get stuff off my chest. I need to get stuff off my chest about a specific match. And I think you may know which one I'm talking about. As always, this is Anthony signing off. Bye bye.